Oh, good evening, everybody. Just turn that down. Oh, how's it going? How's it going? I am pretty behind on time. It's become a bit of a recurring theme at this point, I feel. But yeah, we're here. We out here. Ready for another season. Get in SRS. Hopefully everyone's doing good. And yeah, we're here. Hopefully this is working. No, it's not, because it's set. It's not even showing, and it's set to show our factor anyways, so it wouldn't be showing anything even if it was. There you go. Well, hey, we out here at Long Beach. Long Beach, 1998. In the Estonia 21 1600, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to this. Our first order of business is shortening that final gear. I think I could probably give all these other gears a couple of clicks down as well, just for the sake of it. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see how the rest of the car drives. I know for a fact in my testing that the car cannot reach the default advertised top speed, so I'm not even going to bother trying. So, yeah, if any gear had to go down, the last gear definitely had to be shrunk, but the other gears, I'm not sure. So we're here to let's go around and find out. Now this Long Beach version is a little different from what people are probably familiar to these days, as, well, it's pretty obvious here. Go into a chicane for the first corner, which then feeds into a tight right-hander. See, the normal track usually carries on that way and goes around the fountain, but this skips that section out. We actually return here, but sort of behind the fountain section on a bit of a back straightaway. And then we come up to the final section as per usual, like you normally would here at Long Beach. Bit of a bumpy track here, as you can see. Lots of things that can sort of throw the car off balance. So it's going to be an interesting one. Only a 20-minute race this time for this first race. And of course, because this car has ground effect, you get into that corner very loose. No grip. Let's see, 112 for my first lap on 96% grip, so that is one thing to keep an eye on. Grip is lower than it will be come the race. That's not a bad thing. Those curves there are deadly. This one isn't as much, but it can unsettle the car. Same with this one. Oh, into that wall. Okay, it looks like that we want to tweak these pressures a little bit. So we're gonna these pressures a bit of love that they want. So make just a sort of benchmark for the setup, just to make sure. Cool. See what little extra tweaks you can make to this bad boy. Kind of free it up a little bit. I think we can try pushing a little bit more rearwards brake bias, make it a little bit more spicy. Maybe try reducing the rear ARB. See how that goes. See what we get. A little more grip this time out. Oh. I say as we immediately spin out of the final corner. This hairpin is going to throw up a lot of jeopardy tonight, I'm sure. bumps and stuff, they're quite devious. You want to put your car over them and then it just spits you out into a wall and kills you. Yeah, giving this car a little bit extra power really makes the difference. You know, the Estonia 21, you can really, with the normal 1.3 liter engine, you can really plant your foot on that throttle out of the corners and not really have to worry about it too much. In this version, however, whew, you can see that kick. She's a feisty one. Might try lowering the rear downforce a little bit though. See what I can get out of that. Those curbs down that chicane, lethal. Time we got a little bit. I'm on more grip and I'm struggling to beat my... Actually, that was a better lap. Never mind. It's a 1:11.1. Keeping traction is going to be tricky here. Definitely going to be a fight, the race we got here tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Cool car, cool track. What more could I really ask for? .7. Okay. Well, let's try lowering this bitch. See what we get in terms of drivability. Drop them all down by 4. The front is actually higher than the rear, which is interesting. I trim off the rear wing down to 3 as well. Okay, I thought I was losing my marbles there for a second. I'm actually going to extend 7th gear, or 2nd gear, sorry. Click. 7th gear, not sure where I got that from. Alright. See how it goes this time. Remember, its tires are a little ballooned at the start. Need to wait for the pressures to sort of come in for them to feel better. And then, from then on out, it's good. This should give me a little bit more straight line speed. A little bit more agility. A little bit more grip. I think as well with the lowering of the car. It's gonna be a fight. I'll tell you that much for sure. Yeah, you can see I'm just pulling away from the ghost here on that straight. I think this track is two big old straights, and if I'm not really capitalizing on those, what am I doing? .1 immediately 6/10 shaved. It's pretty good. Pretty good. See what we can get this time around. Okay, not too shabby. Okay, nice. 110, 110.0. Ah, close. That's all we're gonna get in pre-race though. Probably actually roll on over to the SRS server now. Yep, there we go. There's the ping. See how many we got. My AC wants to cooperate. Okay. Ooh, only, wow. It's rather disappointing, actually. That's only 9. The first race of the season. Whoa. I don't know if it's because it's a new track, unfamiliar car, whether it's like summertime. It's turned people away from sim racing or what, but yeesh. I was hoping for a little more than 9 to start this championship off, I'll be completely honest. But, yeah. We'll take it. I only need 2 to have a good race. At the end of the day, that's what we're going to try and do. Have a good race. If I soften, play around with the car a little bit. Glad to everyone who showed up. Looks like we still got a pretty competitive field. We have the likes of Mattia, Yari, Lucas, Handy, Miko, Lucas, Amari, Alessio, and Josiah. I've never done the pit exit here. Oh, this is weird. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he's going to be pretty deadly in qualifying, I feel. Oh, big rotation there. Oh yeah, let's get the music out of here. Don't need that for the time being. But yeah, 120-minute race here with the 15-minute double has been moved back into the second slot. I thought 20 minutes was a bit more suitable for these cars. I didn't really feel like they sort of suited the chaotic dashes in the shorter double races. But We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Gotta make sure I'm not coming out into a car. I don't run into a car that's just leaving the pit sort of ordeal. Okay. Last minute changes are feeling pretty good. As we come into we roll closer to qualifying, should I say. A little white there at that apex. That's okay. What am I going to do on my first lap here? 1:10.5. That's not too bad on 96% track grip. I will happily accept that. Seems that temperatures are a little different here, given that it's telling me that I'm 1 psi down across the board at the moment, which is interesting. Oh, bit wobbly there. Not sure why I went down to first gear, but I did. Scrape the wheel a little bit there. Scrape the wheel a little bit again there. Proper street track in here. It seems like the tyres are fine once I get a little bit of push into them. I guess we'll evaluate the numbers over qualifying and see what we kind of get. Darn. Practice is over. Take most of the fuel out of this bad boy. It doesn't drink much, so we can get a good few laps out of this. But 10 minutes here to go and try and set the fastest time we can. Oh, I was going to say, take it nice and careful on the outlap as I get a big tank slapper on. Oh, Luke is getting one on as well. If you don't recognize this track, this is one of the many tracks that came in that recent race department dump by Rainmaker. There's been a shitload of tracks that have come out because of that. Pretty much all of them are old conversions of tracks from older sims like R-Factor 1, the various G-Motor sims and the likes. But it's cool. It's a bit of a preservation project, you could say. Some of these are a little maybe lower than the standard that you would expect these days from your AC tracks, but they're still pretty cool tracks in their own right, and a lot of them haven't really been replicated. I could tell you for a fact I've been looking for a good version of Long Beach in AC for a long time now, and I never really came across one, so at least a good one that I could... Oh, I've hit the wall. A good one that I could use in SRS. Make that be point a bit more obvious. I'm gonna go back to pits. But yeah, it is always nice to have like digital media sort of be preserved and be brought forward into new generations, because AC effectively today is what R-Factor used to be. And so that has kind of meant that R-Factor has been sort of pushed out of the limelight that it used to have back in the day for sim stuff. And a lot of this old, really cool content that was released for the platform back then has sort of just been forgotten about. So yeah, it's cool to have it back. Or kind of forward it onto newer generations. Oops, somebody overshot there. Yeah, this is going to be a tough race. This car is quite skittish. And track is quite bumpy. Tight, bumpy, and unforgiving. Mess it up here at Long Beach, straight to the wall for you. Alright, try this again. Hopefully this time I don't crash the car immediately. And I can actually get a pretty good run in. Ready down into the 109s, 109.9 from Mattia. Alright, 97% grip. It's a pretty good lap. See what I can do here. It's an okay first sector. Not bad, not great, I would say. So let's see what we can do down here. Can I finish the lap off well? Pretty stable on the exit there, up through these first couple of gears. So we're going to put in 109.7. Oh, puts us straight up onto the pole. Provisional pole, that is. Track is going to keep ramping up. And so, gotta keep doing laps. That's a pretty nice confidence booster there. Of course, as I immediately get knocked down a peg by Mattia and Omari, down to third place I go. A little bit of a snap there. Miko down to a 109.2. I've overshot this last corner. It's not good. Big wheel spin on the exit. That's not good either. Let's see what I'm going to get as I cross the line. I don't think this is going to be faster. But we'll see. It's not. It's 110.1. The car's fine though, so we're going to go for another shot here. See what I can do this time around. Still got enough fuel in the tank. Oh, as we run into a Josiah facing the wrong way. Nice. Yeah. Try adding a PSI to the right sides. Looked like it kind of could have used one. Little boost. And, we'll try again. Currently sit still in 4th place. This is about right in the middle of the field. Not too shabby. But I think those lap times will continue to fall, so probably even down into the 108s if Miko's lap was anything to go by. So see if I can try and push my time down a little bit more. I don't think I'll be able to break the 108s, but I'll give it a shot. Give it a shot. See what we can get here. What a great exit to start the lap. It's a bit too tight, and then almost ran straight into the wall. Still hold the fort in 4th though. Come to start another lap. Gonna have about enough time for 2 time laps, provided I don't mess this one up. Albeit if I do mess it up, I still have enough time to go back and try it again. Oh, I've screwed up already. My foot missed the pedal. 108.9 from Miko there. It's hard to keep track of everything whilst trying to drive around a track like this. I'm going to keep this lap going. I feel like I'd lose more time going to the pits than I would really just keeping on going. So I'm just going to keep on going. And who knows, maybe able to pull it back in the final sector, get a little bit more time. Track grip has ramped up a bit. It's up to 100% now, so that's good to know. Ah, great exit out of the final corner, I think. I'm down to 5th now, as Lucas comes up. People are improving. I did not there, obviously, with the stumble over the first sector. But there's still a chance here. Final shot, though. Oh, actually, I might just make it round to start another lap. 108.5 from Miko. Continues to set the pace here. Not a great opening from me, a bit too wobbly. Don't forget to pin it like Donnie, even and Fred. Well, unfortunately, I'm not on a controller. My driving may look like I'm on one, because I'm driving like shit at the moment, but, not on a controller. Down to P6 now. Oh. Bit of a wobble there. Oh, gonna have just about time to start another lap. Don't know what that lap there is gonna be. 109.5. It's gonna keep me down in 6th. Not good enough to improve. Checkered flag is out, but I still have this lap here to go. Bit of a slide on the wheel spin there. I think that's going to cost me a bit. But we'll see. See what we get here as I come to the line. 109.2. Ugh. Only good enough to move up one spot. And Yari still is yet to finish, I think. So maybe he might just beat me there. Oh, and he does. He goes second. Jammy bastard. Okay, well, puts me towards the back. Very competitive group ahead of me. It's going to be interesting. I don't actually know how much fuel we want here. So I'm going to go with about 15 liters. I think this should do me fine enough. I think everything else is basically fine the way it is. And yeah, we'll see. See how this goes. Hoping to get a good start. Whew. It's pretty toasty here. I haven't really done any launch testing in this car, so it will be interesting to see. Not too bad off the launch. Battling Mari here off the line. Yari jumps into a very early lead. Oh, and the car behind me just plows straight into me. Fan-fucking-tastic. This car still has a horn. Yes! What was that? That was just stupid. Oh. That was on me, that one. It's because I'm flustered. Man. That's basically killed any chance I had of being competitive in this race. Oh, they've... Oh my... Jesus Christ, my guy. Cannot believe it. The car shouldn't be that hard to drive. It's not really. Well, at low... So this car is very sketchy at low speed. I will give it that. With all the bumps and curbs around this track, it is quite easy to spin. But on the flip side, this car is also really easy to save. Like, as long as you know how to counter steer, you're not going to crash this car. Oh, Handy's binned it. If you get a bit too eager on those curbs, though, they are pretty vicious, so... You do need to be careful. .1099 there. It's not too bad, I guess. I see. Curbs like that. You'll likely see me slide a lot. I might kiss a couple of walls and stuff as well with how the elevation pans out and stuff. But, and I really doubt I'm gonna spin it unless I get rear-ended again, which I really hope doesn't happen. Pretty certain the same guy who drove straight across me after he'd spun is the exact same guy who wrecked me on the first turn. I'm pretty certain. It's just kind of annoying me a bit even more. Tito's up ahead having a nice little race, and then there's me just kind of back here now. Stuck. So I'm about on pace with those guys. I could have raced them. Guess I just need to pray that some jeopardy falls down up ahead that allows me to sort of reel myself in. kiss there. It's pushing a little too hard. It's fine though. Car didn't take any damage from that. Likely got an incident point, but meh. I already had one anyways from getting bloody rear-ended. Oop. Maybe should have extended second gear out a little more, I feel. Like, in points matter anymore anyway. Yeah, no. Well, they kind of do. Kind of. The incident point automatic suspension is still in place. So if I'm a naughty boy and get a lot of incident points, I can still be banned. Alessio is in the pits. Interesting. Albeit, Shamrika would maybe, but I would feel kind of guilty going for that. You know, sort of pushing him into lifting it just for the sake of me racing. Because I do feel like he probably would allow it. I don't know for sure, obviously. I've never tried it, and I hope I never have to, but... It's a bit slower. I'm a streamer removed by suspension. Exactly, I get preferential treatment. No, I don't. Well, technically I do because I get to host a series, but... Actually, I don't know if you've seen, he has released a new thing where the top 5 point scorers of the championship will get to choose... Or will actually get to choose a championship, basically. They can take any slot they like that isn't already taken, and they can submit a combo for it. How this pans out in the end, we'll have to wait and see till next season. But, yeah, it was announced. Streamers, or, like, people who are already hosts, they do not count. So if I was to be in the top 5 in points overall, I wouldn't count, because, well, I already have 2 series. I actually wasn't too far off of the top 5. But I wasn't too far off the top 5. Yari was 5th, because he got about 2,100. And I got, it was like 2,060. So I wasn't too far off in the end. And I only did 3 championships, so it's not too shabby. God, yeah, I really am just gonna be on my own for the rest of this one. Unless 2 people crash out or somebody goes deep somewhere. Hate it. You know, if this was a bigger grid, there would have been a lot more cars to race. And this would have been fine. You know, it would have sucked, but it would have been fine. But when there's, like, such a small grid, it's like, you know, making a mistake is just really costly. And it's even, and, you know, that's super annoying when the mistake is not your fault. You know, I couldn't have done shit there. Yeah, because someone wasn't paying attention to where the turn 1 braking zone was. I got rear-ended. Who knows, if the front of the field catches up to him, maybe he'll cause some chaos up there. Not that I would really want him to, because it would suck for those guys, but who knows? This race isn't in my hands. You never practice enough except Charlie. I don't know how people can main ACC so aggressively. Big slide. Yeah, I don't know. ACC just, not only is its default content kind of, or like its content kind of boring, but like it's, I don't know, I feel like ACC is definitely like the sweatiest of all the sims. You know, it's like, you might as well sell your soul to the devil if you play ACC. I guess the issue is that because the base content isn't fun, you don't really have any choice to sweat. Or then to sweat. You know, because what else do you do in ACC? Nothing. Bit of understeer there. GTI is so bad. Oh, yellow flag. That's interesting. Shit's happened. Oh, ho, ho. Miko's down to 5th. I thought he was leading. 1 point, or maybe not. That brings cars a lot closer. Maybe with a lot more damage than I have. I don't actually know how much damage I have. My wing actually seems pretty straight. Miko's does not. 7 minutes to send it. Yep. Still has a bit of a cushion, but oh, I'm in the wall again. Fuck's sakes. I keep eating too much of that carb, and it just spits me right out into the wall. I guess it's good this car's got pretty durable suspension. Seem to have a bit of an advantage though. That gap is coming down even with the mistakes I've been making. Not a great run through there. Still doing 109.5s with that broken car, so it's gonna be tricky. Gonna be tricky. Can't be that broken. Or that broken in spots that would drastically affect its performance. He's still able to pump out pretty competitive lap times in it. Here goes and clocks in a 108.9, fastest lap of the race, still 4 minutes to go. I think I reeled in Miko a little bit, 109.6, 109.4 from me, so that's about 2 tenths in. Lap traffic is closing in ahead, which might shake things up a little bit. We'll have to see how that goes down. These straights, I feel like I maybe could have done with a little less downforce. But I didn't really have the time to see how much it was going to impact me through these twisty bits. Lucas stuck up behind the lap car and it didn't really seem like the lap car was going to give him leeway. Although I got a big slide there, so that's kind of cost me a bit. Yep. Lost a 10th there. Our pace is too similar, I think. Basically need him to sort of screw up somewhere. He's going to get pretty unlucky with the traffic, but he is going to get the slipstream here. Gets by him pretty nicely. However, I'm going to catch him into this section, which I'm not really looking forward to, if I'm completely honest. It's backed out. Good, good. Sliding too much in the exit of that final turn. It's not doing me any favours. Lucas puts in his best lap of the race there. So I'm still chasing the tails of the cars ahead of me. It's rather annoying. We'll put in my best lap of the race. There should be one more lap to go after this one. Wobble there, but it's fine. You do have a slightly faster car on these straights, I think. Which is helping me out here. Oh, a big wobble from both of us on the exit. However, I am closer than I've ever been. We come on to the final lap here. He gets wobbly, so do I. quite going to be enough. We'll see. It's going to get close. I think within about a half a second. Well, he gets a bit wobbly there. Oh, we're matched on the exit. Come on, get that slipstream. Oh, he's just gonna get it. One more lap and I would have gotten him. Oh. God damn it. If I'd not have gotten taken out at the start as well, that would have been so much better. Yeah, at least I got a race. Shame that it had to come through extraneous circumstances. Okay, well, we got 4 registered for the AMC at the moment. Still got a little while to go, though. So, I don't know. We'll see what we get for the grid. Hopefully we actually... they might be pretty comparable, both the grids. I'm not sure. But, yeah, in the meantime, I guess we can take a peek at the replay and get annoyed. Whatever dumb shit happened. You be in pain. Didn't seem like you're having a terribly great time there, Handy. Not an easy combo, I will give you that. Not an easy combo. Got off to a reasonable start though. And then, yeah, I think I was right, yeah. He just comes and nails me into here. Yep. Thanks, pal. I put my foot in it. And I helped me spin out of the way of Handy's path. Broken front bumper or wing if there are any. Well, there isn't a front wing, but I guess maybe? I don't know, really. That's a good question. I don't know what really the impact of a broken front end is. Where does he start braking? So there's the 200 meter board. Everyone started braking. Yeah, he's... Had he not have used... Look, he still missed the corner. I think that tells you about how... Well, I guess he locked up after he bumps me. But, you know, I don't think... Had he not have used my car as a brake, he wouldn't have made the corner. I mean, he still barely did anyways. What the fuck did he do down here, though? Because I barely lasted half a lap before he spun again. Oh, he hits the... How do you manage that? He's gonna hit... He hits his rear wheel on the tire wall. How do people manage this? This car has so much grip. Just... He brakes on time. He doesn't seem to slow up enough, and then but he also just doesn't turn. What's he doing? And he just doesn't give a fuck. He just comes straight across. I have to jump on the brakes again to avoid his sorry ass. 2 cars that did the map for the apex. My defense breaking my crazy miss. You did the same. Yeah, yeah, there we go. I didn't find them too hard to miss. Oh. Yep, too deep. I think the thing with this car, though, is being smooth is also not really what you want to do. At least in my eyes. You can really throw this car into corners. If you look at, like, my inputs, for example, if I get to the final lap, I guess it's my fastest lap. This is all just a straight. But of course, I'm mashed down the gears, sort of. Just sort of throwing the car through. I'm being a little bit cautious, but, you know, when I need to. So close here. So close. One more lap and I would have gone it. Sucks. How did he end up here, though? Let's see. I'm still miles ahead here. Okay, cool. So this would have been before I had their incident. Yari had a very comfortable lead over Mattia. See what happens. Oh, what does he do? Oh, he loses the rear on entry. Oh, snaps to correct and just, and I guess he locks up and goes straight on. Yeah. Oh no, Lucas. Nowhere to go, just straight into the side of him. Oh, tragic. He reverses. Tragic. To the other guy, Alessio, he quit quite early on. He just wasn't competitive, wasn't having a great time. Yeah, he just pulls into the pits. I guess he just... He makes all the way down to his pit box and then he quits. Okay. He was in the pits for a long while beforehand earlier as well. Yeah, he was not having a good time. I guess that explains why. Don't know if there was really anything else interesting to see, so... Could have been a lot more. Yeah. Hi, Razor, what are you doing? Get out of here. Fucking mouse is getting us bloody update. What? Why? Why is it updating my mouse now? Stupid shit. I guess... But I don't know, I'm of the mentality of, you always try and go for it. I'll just reset my wheel. If I did, that's annoying. Okay. Results time, I guess. Not really anything else to look at, so... I guess, but I don't. I only really give up if, like, I'm not interested in competing anymore. I'll always complete the race. I hate quitting races. Have done before, though. That being said. But that's when I've gotten, like, really frustrated. Like driving the 992 Porsche in, R-Factor 2. That car sucks, donkey balls. Just quit. Hey Almari, nice podium there. Any tips on the Javelin setup? No. No clue. I haven't driven the stock version yet. We're gonna do that soon. But from what I've seen, there's basically... Oh, bloody hell, get out of here. Stupid pop-up. There's basically nothing you can change on the car. You can do front camber, front toe, tire pressures, and there's like 3 gear ratio options, and that's it. There isn't anything else you can change. Yeah, we were originally going to run fixed setup with the AMXR variant, which rides a bit higher, but yeah, in the end, there was some issues with it, so we couldn't use it. And yeah, my bad for not really checking the mod over. Anyways, results time. Yare takes a pretty nice win over Mattia, then Omari in 3rd, Lucas 4th, Miko 5th, myself 6th. Pretty close between the two of us there. Shame that our fight only really happened in the way it did, because both of us ran into misfortune. Albeit Miko's was a bit more self-inflicted. Handy 7th, Josiah in 8th, and Alessio in 9th. Incident points, I got 5. It's less than I thought, actually. Lucas and Miko got 8 and 10. Ouch. Josiah got 7. Not surprised. Had OP pace but crash, unfortunately. Lucas hit him, yeah. Got past the P3 of that. Yeah, Miko was kind of crippled a bit there at the end. Still can't fucking believe I got spun on the first corner. Oh well. See how it goes next week. Hopefully we get a bit more people in next week. It's a shame that we really didn't get many. We didn't have too bad of a turnout for the Alfa Romeo yesterday. Admittedly, it wasn't stellar for week 1, only 14, but better than 9. Some stock setup with like 15 minutes practice. Crikey. Yeah, the stock setup on this car is a lot better than pressures and gears. Yeah, those are the only real things you need to change on this car. Everything else, I think you can get away with running stock. I feel like the rest of it is basically all just personal preference stuff. I didn't change a lot on mine, really. But I did change more than just those things. Because I wanted to see if I could squeeze a little bit more lap time out of the car. Especially got the rear a bit easier, but not necessarily fast. I kind of tried to go for a bit of a middle ground, but I don't think I really did a good job at succeeding either. Yeah, so setup-wise for this car, we've got literally 3 final gear ratios. Starts on a middle one, we've got a shorter one and a longer one. Then we have only 1 set of tires. We have tire pressures, fuel, and then camber left front, camber right front, toe left front, toe right front. And those values don't seem too bad by default, so might not even really be much to change here at all. Unlike the AMXR version, this one actually has a proper rev limiter, so we're not gonna blow the engine. Looking for right. See how it goes around here. It's a max negative toe. It does have a decent chunk of negative toe by default. that body roll. She big and she heavy. Pretty nice looking car though. Oh, it doesn't work. Grip on 99% grip. Oh boy. Maybe could do with a little bit more front camber. See if that helps it a bit with its turning. 20 by skipper's hat for that. Maybe. Okay, yeah, be a bit more aggressive on the throttle and I can get it a bit more rotation out of it. Boating around, yeah. I wanted to run fixed setup on the AMXR one, mainly because you can slam that one to the ground, and I kind of wanted to keep the like really wobbly nature of this car. Because, you know, good old 70s American suspension. It's not very good. But with that one, you could, like, lower it quite a lot. I didn't want people to do that. I wanted just a big, wobbly American car. But this, you can't. Can't lower it, so... Big, wobbly American car is what you get. Default gearing seems to be fine for this track, though. Can't really complain about it. Brakes on this thing are dreadful, though. You definitely want to rely on turning it more on the throttle than you do on the brakes. Yes, definitely turn more on throttle than brakes. Oh, I'm drifting it. Looks like it wants a little bit more pressure on the fronts. And let's see, give it a bit more. Double the camber. Slightly different. Oh yeah, there we go. I think we should be fine on what we got. Less grip this time. Interesting to keep note of. So we are doing, oh god, 2 15-minute races this time. Should be a 5 minutes qualifying, I hope. That's more like it. Oh, big lockup. I guess through the sand we go. Ooh. Kept it. Front wheel looks a little far back. I guess it may just be perspective. However, by the looks of things, it is basically race time, so we're gonna... Oh, into the wall. Didn't really change anything on the setup, so I guess I could save it still. Just for posterity's sake. See what we get. Server should be up any minute now. Any minute. Hope we can get a bit better racing this time around though. Ah. Tragedy. Unfortunate, Handy. Hopefully next time. Hopefully next time. Too comfortable test driving it. Six? I guess that's to be expected. Hopefully it's a decent 6. Ooh. 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 Interesting grid. Well, we know who's gonna win, I think. But could be some spanners thrown in the works here. But a very competitive field. Very competitive. I think the goal is to just not be last here. Oh, look at him drifting behind. That's definitely the way to do it, the way he's done it. I have not gotten this right at all. So he's going to come up inside here. He's going to let that happen. Not really much I could do about that. Whoa. Not a lot of grip to play around with in these things. Oh, you can see him trying to like almost scandy into the corner. Oh, it's washing. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh, he locked up a bit. I should have let off the brakes a bit earlier. This car is going to be a challenge for everyone, I think. You have to muscle it around quite a bit. Pun not intended. Like, literally. Yeah, you can really feel the lack of grip in these tires. And the lack of braking. As Matthias inevitably stretches off into the distance. Is this car famous for something? I am not sure. It's a good question. Oh, God, that chicane is going to be a nightmare, I think, this race. I just picked it because it looked interesting. In hindsight, though, there was another mod on my shortlist that I feel like I maybe should have picked instead, but we went with the Javelin, so... I'm in my bed. I must now sleep in it. Yeah, 5 minutes qualifying. This is gonna be pretty chaotic. Well, not really. There's not many cars on the grid, but you know, you get me. Oh, Matthias' lap was not valid. I mean, he's kind of just shitposting, really, so... Look at him. Look at him go. Oh, showboating. Oh my god, I have a trucking good thing I have a trucking license. Alright, we need to get going. There's not a lot of time in this qualifying. I'm not gonna care about fuel too much, really. Just need to get out here and set laps, I think. She's gonna be a barge with 30 liters of fuel. Or with, like, 2. So, fuel is far from the least of my concerns. Oh, I'm off already. It's only my fucking outlap. Yes, AMXR is the one I intended before, but it is just normal Javelin now. AMXR handles a lot better than this one does. It's got thicker tires, it's a lot lighter, it's got a bit more oomph to it as well. The big one problem it does have, besides the one that made it non-SRS viable, at least for the time being, is that actually it's really easy to blow the engine on the AMXR. Really easy. Like, you as much think about over-revving and your engine's toast. So that's kind of why I wanted to do the 2-race format. In case you blew up the car in one race, you could then go and do the next one. Still get some racing done. Oh, I've overcooked it, I think. Come on, keep it up. I swear that this was going to be quite similar to the Alfa Romeo that Donnie and Michael are running, with its skinnier tires and whatnot. But it's a very different challenge, I'll tell you that much. And that Alfa Romeo. 1 minute 30 left on this practice, or qualifying, which means there's going to be only enough time for one more lap after this. I do like 5-minute qualifying. It's very short, very snappy. You've just got to go for it and just hope for the best. Don't really have any time to think, you just go. Feeling better by this lap. Tears takes the pole. However, there, those two will get an extra shot. I improve on my third place run. I'm quite a ways off. At 1.5 seconds. Yari jumped me, but not by much. Not by much. And it's Danny, and then it's Ilmari has not put in a competitive lap, but he still has a chance. Still has a chance. 139 is his best effort. Oh. Top two are still going to be duking it out, though. I think Mattia is tracking an improvement. Mateus is not. Here is 2 temps up he's looking at the moment. And he's less than half a tenth behind. Yeah, he is improving by 4 temps, but he is finished, so I don't think his lap time really matters too much. But Mattia is looking good here. If he can finish this off. Oh, that might be a bit too much on the curb, I think. We'll see what he gets. No, he's pulling into the pits. I think that's him done. Yep. 143 for me. Somehow glad I didn't join in. 18 minutes. That's still quite a lot. I'll probably do 25. This was a mistake. I fucking love to see it. If it's not 2 races, then I am royally screwed, because I only have enough fuel. The shorter race. Yep, it is. 15 minutes. Big wheel spin off the start. I think everyone got that. I didn't get a great start, though. Oh, it's tough on the brakes. We're all struggling with traction. Oh. Am I clear of Danny? No, he's right there. What is this, Dukes of Hazzard? Might as well be. Hey, Alder. How's it going? She is a beast, this Javelin. I don't know if I'd call it a beast. I'm really not sure how to describe this car. It's not quite stubborn. It's not quite a beast. It's not quite a handful. It's just, I guess, just kind of sloppy. Look at that. They're all falling over each other here. Oh, Danny's on the gravel. I left my gearing a little late. A lot of understeer there. I think I am going to be battling, if anything, for a podium here. These final chicane penalties are going to be killer in this car, though, if we get them. Give Danny a little nudge there. We all made it through the first lap. Pretty fine. Oh, Mari's coming too hot. No! He's off into the gravel, but he shouldn't lose too much. Nah, he's going to lose quite a bit. Yari and Danny are side by side as we come down the hill. I feel like I maybe should have made these races 10 minutes. 15 minutes might be a little too long. Oh, well. I'm gonna try and swing up the inside of Danny here. Not quite sure if that's gonna work. No, it's not. He's gonna hang on to 4th place. Funny thing is that, given that there's only 6 of us, it is basically a full reverse grid, because we've got reverse top 5 on here. So pretty much the entire field is going to be flipped on its head for race 2. Got a bit too much curb. We got on the... Bit too much of the dust there. Didn't help me. Danny's gone wide, so have I, kinda. Good run through there. Oh, bit of a tiny lock up there, but we're good. Good. Closing back in on Danny. Danny is losing time to Yari, though. Which does mean that we probably, if we are going to battle him, we probably want to get rid of him as quickly as possible. That being said, I did just lose a lot of time there. We're running it risky. two both set personal bests. One of us back here do Yari's 2 temps faster. Me and Danny are basically even. Oh, I've overcooked it. I'm gonna try something here though. Okay, maybe this isn't the best place to do it. Oh, it's even worse. Oh no. Oh, I've really fucked myself here. Okay. I do actually want a little bit more. Cheers for the F, Michael. Also, hello, how's it going? I want a little bit more for Beck. It did feel a little spongy by default. A bit too soft for my liking. It's made it a bit more plump. Hopefully it should make me feel the car a bit better. Whew, 8 minutes still to go. Yeah, I definitely should have made these races 10 minutes. Yeah, it is kind of a shame. Not sure why. Not sure why. My best guess is because it's summer, but I don't know if summer break has really started already. I mean, I know over here it hasn't. But I guess maybe, given that sim racing is made up of a lot of older people, for lack of a better word, maybe they've gone on holiday earlier to avoid the school holiday flood. I don't know. It is a shame though. I feel like it is kind of expected though. I do feel like over summer. Oh, those screaming little shits. Yeah. I feel like there usually is a bit of a yearly summer slump on SRS. The numbers usually pick back up again during the winter. Really not doing good under braking on this thing. Danny is way out in the grass there. Downloaded the car and just kept it on numbers, but other game's overrun. Fair enough. Guess that is one of the innate problems, though, is when there are less. It's America. When there are less people, it is harder. You know, it's less fun with less people. But when you have less people, it is naturally harder to get more. Plus a new season on LFM, so let's do that. That's enough of this. Oh, he's had enough. I do feel like 15 minutes is maybe a bit too long for these races now that we're doing them. I think maybe 10 minutes would be better. Maybe I'll try and speak to Enrique after this and be like, hey, can we do like a round 2 onward switch? But yeah, I'm not too surprised this series didn't get big numbers, because it's quite late for a lot of Europeans. I am really surprised about the Estonia, though. hours. Less than 10 for week 1. Not good. Not good. These two aren't getting into it up ahead. I do gotta say though, SRS steadily getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It has... Ooh, has got me thinking about things. About what really is it that I want to do? Or maybe that's the wrong wording for it. But I guess, what do I really want to get out of doing this stuff, Why do I bother sitting here on a Tuesday, streaming and doing stuff? Why do I bother putting together a new season every 6 weeks sort of thing? I mean, for the most part, basically the only reason is because it is fun. But, you do have to question, is it worth sticking around and maybe trying to push harder? Or is it worth sticking around and staying with how things are? Oh, Danny got past Yari. Interesting. Is it worth sticking around and pushing hard to try and make things better? Or is it worth switching to something else? Doing that instead? I don't know. The issue is I don't really know what else there is that could really bring me the same. Yeah, I really like what we got going on here. And when it's popping off, it's popping off. Had some great racing over the years. And, being able to have that little bit of a personal... Oh, Yari's gone very deep. He's off into the sand. Being able to have that little extra personal touch on it as well. And not just running championships that have been fed to me by a computer or a random selection committee bollocks or some shit, I don't fucking know. It makes things more... I get more invested in these things, makes them more interesting. I feel like what we've got going on here with SRS, it's kind of the right blend for me. It's not too serious, but it's not too casual either. We get nice competitive racing, but it's not too serious that I feel like I have to sell my soul to the devil to really be able to do anything with. CS cover wheel next season? Never. I think if I start touching CSGO again, there's bigger problems. Oh, I've gone deep. We're good though, we're good. A little bit too much throttle there. Last lap. See, can Danny hold on? And can I hold on? Alright. Let's see how he's gonna deal with the final chicane. Keeps it nice and tidy. I get a really good run for it though. Not enough. Not enough. I tried. Still got another race to go though. Still got another race to go. We're now at the front. Full reverse grid here. This is a little depressing, but oh, I bogged. Bollocks. Danny's right there. Or the understeer. I think I cut him off a little bit there. Didn't really want to do that, but... Harry has pulled a bit of a lead already. And I guess as I was saying, you know, I feel like I have to do something because sitting around here and just bobbling along as it is, you know, nothing is really going... Things are going to keep going the way they're going. Nothing's really going to change, I don't think. And it's not... We're kind of heading in a downwards trend, which isn't great. Oh, you got pretty feisty back there, giving us a bit of breathing space up here. But at the same time, I don't really know what the right move is. This is going to be closing in. I went a little wide. Crabtail did 33s, I did a 34. But Danny and Mateo also did 34s. podium, maybe? Oh, not good. Saved it. It's not the line I wanted to take, but it's the line I did take. This car is very bizarre to drive, I will say that much. It definitely has a learning curve to it that is unlike... It's pretty unlike anything I've really driven before. So it is going to be a interesting challenge to get to grips with this beast. Oh, that's a big lag. Not good. Oh. Going in quite deep. It's going to allow my test to close up more. Again, I find myself putting a wheel on the grass. Not really where I want to be. This is gonna compromise my exit out of here. Gonna bring Matthias even closer. Yari isn't really pulling away though, which is interesting. This is not gonna help my case though. Matthias looms ever closer. Question is he gonna be brave enough to try and move into the chicane? I fucking wouldn't be. Oh, I've outbraked myself, I think. No, I haven't. I kind of did, actually. Never mind. He's gonna get a really good run on me out of here, though. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I've overcooked it. I've overcooked it. Oh, he knew. He read it. This thing is hard to stop. He's gonna sail back on through now. Well, we are side by side. I don't really want to be here. I don't think... Oh. Not in a good spot. Tia is right there. He's going to allow me the space. A little bit of breathing room to go with it. You know what? I think I've been helping Yari get wins as of late. Me and him seem to keep finding ourselves up towards the front, and whilst I drown, he seems to run away. Okay, see, is Mattia gonna be bold? Oh, fuck, I've done it again! Absolutely shit on the brakes in this thing. I'm gonna sink from, like, second through to last. How do I stop this thing? Okay, I gotta stop then. Mattia is still coming around my outside. He's sweeping around. Danny must have made a pretty big mistake. I think I'm gonna just ease my way out of this one. Not really a spot I want to be in. Almost went into the back of him. Go side by side. Put a wheel on the grass there. It's really sodded my run. 6 minutes still to go. He's gotten away. That's... might be it for me. They're really close ahead, though. For the lead, nose to tail. That could get spicy. He hangs on for another lap. Matthias is going for it. He's going around the outside. Don't think he's quite gonna get it here, though. Oh, he's still there, I think. According to my real-time, they are neck and neck. Oh, but Matthias concedes into the corner, but he's... oh, no, he's still there. Up he goes up the inside. Not quite yet. He's struggling to really get that run executed. Oh, now Matthias going for his chance. They're getting into it up ahead. Keep it pretty disciplined for now. But who knows how many heads are going to roll come the final lap. Seems like Matthias has pulled away. Matthias did not get a good exit, I don't think, out of there. Oh, Matthias goes around the outside of Jari this time. It looks like he's done it. I think he's done him. For the lead of the race, yep, taken over. Is Jari going to have a fight back? Guess we'll see coming down into here. Oh, I am not going to have a fight here. That's for sure. But whether they will is a different matter. Danny is closing in behind, so I might have to defend the last place here. Those three are nose to tail still. Crazy stuff. 2 minutes to go, so that's 2 more laps. I think Mattia might be taking his turn on Jari now. Going to be looking for that opening. He has closed up on me more. There's a bloody moth flying around up in here. It's definitely not going to be distracting. Oh, as Mattia goes up the inside of Jari. Is that a change for second? Not quite yet. Oh, it's going to be, though, as Jari's off into the grass. Yeah, and he still continues to creep in. But I only have to hold off for 2 more laps here. Oh, the moth bloody went into my face. Piece of shit. Fly, whatever the fuck it is. Stupid ass bug. That's really cost me. It just flew straight at my face. So I just kind of had to fucking close my eyes. Exactly when I really didn't want to. So I guess we got a bit of a fight on here with Danny. Hopefully I don't fucking choke. Not great. Oh, he's gonna get proper drifty out of here. Oh, I've gone in quite deep. He's gonna try and switch me up here. Not quite gonna work out. I think I might still. Not quite. Oh, gone wide. Let's come back swinging here, though. Yes, he does. Try and block him off coming up the hill. Think I might have been successful. Oh, but I've gone deep. Go, 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 power. Oh, I gassed up too eagerly. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Come on. Oh. God damn it. Ah. Bloody hell. Stupid buffering cut out half the last lap. Really? Did I drop frames? It says I dropped 0 frames, so I hope that was your end. Again? Only first race. AC was good. It was on a roll of saving both races. Maybe I'm gonna have to start leaving between 2 races. Definitely one of the race cars ever. Hey, Mateus. Yeah, it was interesting. I'd love to have gotten a few more people involved, but alas. Yeah, only race 2, unfortunately. Don't have the replay for race 1. But oh well, not a lot happened in race 1 from my side anyways. Oh, we're clipping through the stands. To be honest, not a lot of note happened for my race 2 either, other than just me being fucking slow. Oh, terrible start. I tried something different and it didn't work. Now I got off to a pretty decent start. It was a bit feisty back here, I think. Maybe a little bit. Oh yeah, Danny got no contact, but it was close. It is pretty tricky to keep this car. This car to do what you want it to do. Very loves to just kind of wander around, and you don't really want it to. He thought we're going at it though. Then sort of held it up to me, and then I was just slow. But it's 2 times, yeah. I was really shit on the braking. I don't know why. It's good you were pretty heads up here though, because I completely fudged it on the braking. Hit the brakes at what I thought was the right point, Where did I start braking, actually? I think that's earlier than when I usually start. I don't know. I just got on the brakes and the car decided it really didn't want to stop for me. So through I went. And then very quickly back through you went. Yeah, I kind of screwed myself there going side by side. Really kind of killed my momentum. Chill out the tear in. Were you feeling some light brake fading too? Maybe. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it definitely did feel like the braking was getting a bit worse as the race went on, so yeah. I didn't even really know that was the thing AC did. Maybe it does. Just never really noticed it too much. But yeah, it was tricky to get this car stopped, I felt, after a little bit. Well, the car was pretty tricky to get stopped in general, but it definitely did feel like it was a little harder. But that might have also just been because of being under pressure. Wasn't really too confident with being around, being too close to other cars, so maybe it was just a bit late. I don't know. Hard to say. I fucking... Where was it? Was it here? No, it would have been here. Yeah, bloody... Fucking bug. I have to go and fly in my face as I'm coming down the Craner curves. And so I just kind of end up just completely missing the line. I have to go really slow. Which allowed Danny to close right up for this final lap. I was also just slow. That didn't help things. See if moved then, yeah, it's probably here, yeah. Tried to defend as much as I could, but there's only so much you can really defend without being a complete arsewipe. Yeah, then he lined up a nice little move up the inside. Let's go ahead. Where did you get past the Yari? Very close between the three at this point. Okay, just got a better run. The Yari's very good at just holding his ground. When he doesn't want you past, he doesn't want you past. He just had more speed on him, so there wasn't really much he could have done about it. Yeah, he held you guys off for quite some time. I think knowing the limitations of the car does kind of help with defending as well. I think he knew that you weren't going to try anything crazy in some of these corners, because it just would have never worked. He just went a bit wide. Yeah, got on the grass. That was what really killed him here. Might have been able to have challenged, but he was just a bit too wide. So when he tried to throttle up on the grass, he went, and that was the position gone. Steer by postal service. God, yeah. The grip difference between this and the original version I was going to pick is like night and day. Holy shit. It is massive. Albeit I never drove the other car at Donington, so not sure if it would have encountered the similar problems as this one did. But Spicy. Hey Adam, how's it going? Alright, let me get the results up. How's it going? Well, we just finished up with the last bit of racing for the night. Just gonna get up the results now. Not that there's a massive deal to go through, but I guess there's something, at least. Voila! At race 1, Matthias takes the win over Mattia, Danny, myself. No incident points across the board, pretty nice. And Yari and Omari, not last in race 1. I'll take that. I beat out Yari. And then race 2, obviously, Matthias taking the win again. Is it the same? No, same top 2. Mattia, Yari, Danny, myself, and then Omari didn't even start the race, so Danny got an incident point. Naughty boy. Only 6 cars? Yeah, unfortunately only 6 cars for the first round of the Javelin. Estonia wasn't a lot better either. We only had 9. Which isn't great. Yeah, there was some fun racing here. Both of us struggled to, in the end, to keep on to what we had. I ended up finishing last, but it was nice. I don't know what overall. That puts Matthias in the lead. 2 wins in 2 races, no surprise. Mattia in second with 2 second places in 2 races. The Yari and Danny both got up 3rd place. But Yari was a bit worse off in race 1 than myself here. Next week, Brands Hatch. I'll just go to the homepage. Oh, that's the wrong homepage. Get rid of these stupid ads. Up here. Stupid ass shit. Fucking hate the ads that SRS gets these days. Stupid ass, like, fucking bootleg Chinese eBay. With, like, really horrible ads. Like, everywhere. Anyways, yeah, next week. Well, tomorrow, this will be an interesting one to monitor. I'm not going to have the chance to take part in it. But just kind of seeing how it goes, it'll be interesting to see. Tried AdBlock before. Not on this PC. But maybe I should. I don't know. The 4th fun race will be an interesting one. I'll probably watch it back afterwards. Just to see. Mainly curious to see what the numbers are like. Obviously, given that 4Fun, Thunder Crew have their sort of pretty healthy community behind them. Hopefully that will help boost their numbers up a bit. I think they were probably the most popular championship last season. Probably mine in second to theirs. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what they could come up with tomorrow night. Fortunately, I won't be there. I'll be racing elsewhere. Yeah. Next week, though, we'll be racing with Donnie and the Alpha at Fuji. Old Fuji, which is going to be spicy. The Estonia is going to Grobnik. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Grobnik in this car is crazy. And then Brands Hatch GP in the Javelin. It's a bit more faster and open in the Javelin next week. I hope. It's going to be an interesting one. It wasn't really online. I was watching Transformers 5 fan and I did only see a post about the skins like 20 minutes ago. Fair enough. It was kind of a last minute dash anyways. I was a bit behind on schedule. So like, just kind of running around to get things sorted at like the last minute. So yes. Why leave it to last minute? I've been quite busy lately, so I just... By the time I realize it, I'm like, shit, it's like 20 past 7, and I'm not ready yet. So, yeah, just how things have been as of late. A lot of things on my mind. A lot of things I've had to do. I'm kidding, I see you won't forget it. Where is it then? I haven't actually had a chance to read your reply yet, because obviously I've been driving. Same place as always. What does that mean? Discord? Because you sent all of them to me on Discord so far. Ah, Nexus. Okay. Means I'm gonna have to make an account. Because I don't actually have one. Download as guests? Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll go and take a peek afterwards. But, yes. That's all the racing done for tonight. I don't really know what to do now. The 18 plus stuff is limited as far as I know. Okay. Well, who knows? Maybe your livery's a sus. No, I'm kidding. God, 18 plus. Rocking up to SRS in an 18 plus livery, that'd be funny. Your Honor, Richards. Oh god, you saying that fucking to give you ideas? Oh no 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 no. But you saying that fucking the Ridge Racer thing reminds you of that I'm sure everyone's seen it, the bloody E3 clip. Where he's like, Ridge Racer, and then everyone's just stood there silent. Such a funny clip, but it's also, like, tragic. Because I fucking love Ridge Racer. And so, just, you know, I can't help but laugh watching a group of people just not give a shit. But at the same time, it's like, damn. From what I remember, that E3 press conference was disastrous for PlayStation. Because I think they also announced the PS3's, like, original price, which was, like, ridiculous. So they kind of got, like, completely shit on. Don't get that anymore, though, because E3 is dead. They can just embarrass themselves on their own presentations. Hell yeah. He's dead crap. I will be honest though, I find it hard to get my brain is gone. Sorry. I do find it hard to get really interested into these, like, gaming presentations these days, I gotta say. Like, I've watched, like, the Xbox that, you know, my friend likes keeping up with all this stuff, so he bloody, you know, every time they appear, you know, he's, like, streaming them and stuff to us on, like, Discord and whatnot. I mean, I look at some of the games, I'm like, yeah, they look pretty cool. But it's like, I don't have that hype in me anymore that I used to get when I was a bit younger. I think that's just more because I now more realistically comprehend the sorry state that a lot of games are in these days. And that, you know, getting hyped about something before it even properly exists is kind of only really setting yourself up for failure when said product doesn't end up delivering on the promises that it lays out, sort of thing, in its marketing. I get hyped, just very few things trigger it for me. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, no doubt, if there was like a certain release that came out, I'd like start jumping up and down like crazy, but yeah, I don't think there's really much. I think the last game that I did get sort of hyped for would be Halo Infinite, but I think I got stung by that game so badly, and another game that sort of released at a similar time, that it was like, I don't really care anymore. There are a couple of cool indie games I saw in the recent couple of presentations, though, that I've sort of thrown on my Steam wishlist to keep an eye on. Also, often when I'm hyped to mention it to others, they say, man, why should you? Sometimes kills the mood for me, both movies and games. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be hyped over something, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I have a friend who's gotten absolutely ballistic over, like, anything Tekken 8 related. And it's like... you know, I obviously don't share that same level of hype as he does, but, you know, good on him. Good on him that he's still hyped for it. But, you know, everyone has their right to be hyped or not hyped into things. But at the moment, nothing has really sort of popped out to me, been like, oh, I must have this. Just want a good Transformers game on PC, is it too much to ask? Apparently these days, yes. That being said, the one that they released... I don't think you can buy it anymore anywhere, actually. But the one they released, like, years ago for, like, the PS2 and whatnot was pretty good. From what I remember. Funnily enough, though, I remember... I think I've told this story before. Maybe. I'm not sure. But I did have a copy of that game. On the PS2 back in the day. It was like the movie tie-in game for the first Michael Bay film. And, the one big problem with the game was, it wasn't in English. And I was living out in Spain at the time. So, you could, you know, if it was Spanish, would have been fine. Would have been fine, you know? And it would have made sense, because that was where we were. But it was in French. Like, I don't know where my parents got it from. Or why the fuck there was a French copy. In a place where they would be looking for video games. But they bought the game and it was in French. To this day, I have no clue what happened in that game. I just kind of cluelessly meandered my way through it as a kid. I don't actually think I ever really got that far with it. Didn't get far with many games as a kid. My attention was too easily sort of knocked off of things. Plus, it being in French really didn't help things. It's a bit hard to know what you're supposed to do when you don't understand what the game's telling you. Bumblebee was a good movie. Rise of the Beast was a great movie. Still no available good game. Or good game currently available. Yeah. I feel like, though, the sort of days of, like, getting actually decent movie tie-in games is, like, long gone, I feel. They're more the exception rather than the norm. I guess back in the day they were as well. You know, for every good movie tie-in game, there was, like, 20 shit ones. But, Yeah, I feel like you are more likely to get like some really shoddy like mobile game, or for them to collaborate with some really shoddy like mobile game, or something like Fortnite, than you are for them to get their own like fully fledged game in this day and age. Because it just makes more sense financially. You'll probably make more money off of it. Which, you know, is a shame, but it is what it is. And now I think about it, the only real, like, movie licensed games that come into my head... Spider-Man? But Spider-Man isn't even really related to the films anymore. It kind of just does its own thing. Dark in the Moon game was, man, they ruined the Cybertron game series by trying to connect it to the Bay movies. Huh. Didn't know they tried that. That sounds like a terrible idea. Especially given that the games, I'm pretty certain, were more set in the, like, older Gen 1 style from what I remember seeing. The, like, more recent games that they released. It's a shame. It is a shame. Amazing Spider-Man is a good game because they tried to continue the movie story. Albeit, I guess the big benefit they have there is that Sony owns Spider-Man, so... you know, Sony can kind of... You know, Sony owns Spider-Man and Sony owns PlayStation, so... There's an incentive there for them to create games for the console with one of their biggest IPs. But for the others, I think that was before Spider-Man became Sony. I think Spider-Man, or Sony's owned Spider-Man for years, right? I have to look it up. Hang on, let me look this up. $19.99, supposedly. That is when... supposedly, at least. Unless what Google is telling me is wrong. Don't know, these seem to be quite mudged. So damn, it is raining. I should probably close the window because it's raining quite a lot. Nice lo-fi rain. Oh, you can hear it? I had to close the window because it was quite literally hitting me. I was literally I was literally getting rained on. Not a lot, but I could definitely feel it, and I was like, uh-oh, this is not good. Not good. Kind of annoying because it is quite warm. But oh well. Is what it is. But yep, I think I'm gonna wrap things up here. A little bit of an underwhelming night. I'll be honest, it hasn't really kicked the season off in the way I would have wanted it to. There was some I don't really know. I don't really know what to think of tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a better thoughts. But yeah, hopefully it hopefully things pick up a bit more next week. I mean, I guess some of the incentive is lost to really compete in the championship now that a week has already been done, but hopefully people just turn up and race for the fun of racing. I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. But yeah. Thanks to everyone anyways who showed up and raced tonight. Greatly appreciated as per usual. Thanks to everyone who showed up and chatted, and yeah, I will let's look at the top 10. Well, top 5 seems likely at the moment. Well, yeah, they can still get a top 5, the top 10 if they join in late. Yeah, but yeah, no. Anyways, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys later. Adios.